Welcome to the podcast set to a metronome. That would be the most annoying thing I could think of. Every time I start this programming up, I forget to turn the metronome off on GarageBand. But yeah, those are 4 games in the books. It was a good Sunday. The RC Jets. Yeah, the Jets are done for. I mean, I'll believe it when I see it if Vancouver closes the series out, but that was a fucking game right there. They fucking Brock Besser dogged their way, dick dogged their way to that win. That was amazing. I fell asleep. I think I saw. I feel like I saw. I know I saw Vancouver win. I know I fell asleep at some point in that game because I was super tired, and I woke. I watched the rest of the third period, and yeah, that shit was awesome. I was at my girlfriend's house, and her family was doing something while I was watching the game. But what was the other fucking game that was on? Oh, Washington, New York. Yeah, like I think a blind person who's also deaf, but as a hockey fan, could have predicted that. Can someone who's blind and deaf be a hockey fan? How would they even would they just play it? But how would they see? They couldn't see, so that would yeah. You don't see a lot of blind and deaf people at NHL games. Maybe deaf people. You'll definitely see deaf people because what do they need? Unless they're playing hockey, they don't need to hear. And then Edmonton played a really good game. I thought that was probably one of the best games I've ever seen Edmonton play, like McDavid era Edmonton play. Evander Kane is just a tank. Like I saw someone like trying to hit him, and he just like absorbed it, and then just like kept going and created a 2-on-1. It was a good night for hockey. Good night yesterday too. Good Sunday. Hope everyone out there had a good Sunday. You know. And if you didn't, well, there's always next Sunday. So yeah, I'm off. I'm off today. I'm gonna do this. Maybe take a nap after this, or keep working on my book. But I have hockey later on today. It's our playoff game. I've been recovering. I've been resting my shoulder because I hurt it. Someone else hurt me. So this is gonna be my first time. I went to one of my games while I was hurt, and it's beer league. And it's like I went to it because I pay for that shit, and I don't want to miss it. So I went to it. It's a lot of money, and if I can't play, I always want to like see the game. But then it was a blowout. Like the game wasn't close, and if the games are like that, it's fun to play. But watching it, it's like, man, I really want to play. So yeah, plus I was busy. I've been busy ever since like Easter. I've been pretty fucking busy. Ever since I didn't even mean to like start writing this book. I was taking a break, and then it just came to me, and then I just started writing it, and then I haven't stopped. So I wrote the one before this is actually the sequel to this book I'm writing now. So I wrote the sequel first, and then I'm writing the first one first. But then there's also books before this one that I could write if I wanted to. I have an idea for one and like a title and everything, but once I'm done with this book, I'm gonna take a break from this series and go and work on something else. I have one project in mind that I want to do. I want to start working with other people. But before I do that, I need to edit my first book and release it. But shouldn't be talking about my plans. But I'm not telling you exactly what it is. I'm just saying what I want to do. But, you know, you have if I even get like an ounce of that of what I want to do, it'll be a success. So if I just get one of those things done, it'd be a good year. But yeah, I haven't written. I've been writing notes for this, but that doesn't count as writing. Like the notes have been so bad. I need to get away from it, I think. So this is like a good thing to do. In the meantime, just do this and watch hockey. Talk about the hockey. And it's been hard to watch the hockey too late because I've been like running around. I feel like really been at home. I went out. Yeah, when I went out on Saturday, I went out. By the, by the time I knew Tampa was winning, I stopped watching and started like drinking and you know playing the Wii. Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on. It gets harder and harder each year to watch these fucking games. It's like the one time a year. If I had to do this every day, like watch hockey, it'd be a nightmare. Like sit down and watch a fucking game. I would want it on the background, but how my writing situation? Well, I guess I could start doing that for regular season. Just make it small. I don't need to watch it on the big screen while I'm writing. Just have it open in a small window. I'm gonna start doing that, but I don't want to get too distracted. It's already bad enough I have like Transformers on repeat playing while I write about fucking bullshit. That's a great movie, Transformers with Shia LaBeouf. When I went to the bar, they had that movie playing on the TV, and then I forgot what fucking game. I think it was Boston and Toronto were on. And I was watching them right next to each other. I'm like, this is like 7. Ted Danson. Oh, everything's heaven with that guy. Ted Danson. I want to get Ted Danson as a ghost. What would we talk about? I wonder if he likes sports. That's the only thing I think about talking to him about. He would I don't know. I feel like he'd be nice to me, but he like dismiss the conversation. You know what I mean? Like I accidentally said my real name, so I had to cut it out. But yeah. Is it am I leftist if I edit myself out of this show once in a while? Cuz like I can't you got to have a line somewhere, right? But at the same time, it's a bunch of bullshit. I'm going to not say certain stuff, you know what I mean? What am I going to burn my house down the first day I move into it? Whatever that means. Yeah, it would be funny to get like a guest on this show. Just a guest in general, because who's going to come on this? Who's going to do this? It's hard enough to get me to come here and sit here. I've been doing this every day, and I can tell you once the games are done, I might not even do this every day anymore. I don't know. Every day is a little too much. Like, I would not do this every day. Like one of those streamers that streams every day, Hassan. Why would I want to be that tool? That guy sucks. That guy literally is like the worst. I bet he sucks at sports. Like, I doubt he can skate. That's always a good feeling to have, is that you can skate and somebody can't. But if somebody can skate, you're like, well, fuck, you're way better than me. If they're really good, then that feels like shit. Cause you look like less. You always want to be more. That's a Native American that works at the mall at Foot Locker. Would you like to try on a size 8? Yeah. Oh, speaking of Ted Danson, a good movie is the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie, starring Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg is the judge in that movie, and Jeff Ross is the lawyer that's against Rocky and Bullwinkle. That movie is good. If you've never seen it, watch it. It's bad, but it's good. It's not the worst shit I've ever seen. And Robert De Niro is in it with Jason Alexander. And Chicago's in it, so I have so many. I like bought a bunch of. I like started watching a bunch of movies, and I like picked some out. And I always picked out the ones with Chicago in it, but not on purpose. Like Eagle Eye, Wanted, Rocky and Bullwinkle. I started watching Married with Children. That's in Chicago. I didn't mean to do that. I just like things that are in Chicago. My favorite episodes of the Girls Next Door are when they're in Chicago. Not my favorite. Obviously, my favorite ones are when they go to like Vegas or they're getting their pictures taken because they're get their tits out and stuff. But I always do I like the one where they go past Hef's old house and they drive past Soldier Field. I remember that episode. I think Hef lived in Oak Park. God, fuck that place, Oak Park. I've not like I always get a weird vibe whenever I go there. I don't know if anyone out there agrees with me about Oak Park. I love River Forest. I'd way rather live in River Forest than Oak Park. I'd rather, I don't know, live in Oak Park though. I don't know if I want to live there. It's not my vibe. It feels like they have a nice rink, but that was like the last place I played a game at on a team, like on a team, not beer league. Yeah, Winnipeg's done. Adios. That's like one team I have no faith in doing anything productive in the next game. Islanders, I could see them maybe pushing another game. I really hope the Canes don't let that happen. Same with Florida. I really hope they don't let Tampa Bay win another game. But who else? Dallas and Vegas is on tonight. Honestly, like if Dallas comes back and wins, like, good for them. But I'm not I'm not overly excited about that. And if Vegas just shuts it out, that's fine too. But the Leafs Bruins, this Marchand led Bruins is different. And with Pat Maroon, like, this is a whole big difference in last year. They're a lot more to the point. I think they're gonna make the Leafs look like bigger chumps than they usually are. They already did. Look at the bench the last game. Fucking Nylander's complaining he wasn't even there the other 3 fucking games. So what are you complaining about now? Bitch Marner. John Tavares. That look at that guy's playoff resume. Like the Islanders literally went to 2 conference finals after he left. The Islanders. Don't sign him back. I'm telling Toronto. If you sign him back, sign him for $750,000 cuz Jason Spezza, who is a way better player and has a way better resume probably, got paid that. I think Jason Spezza is better than John Tavares. I think he probably has a better winning attitude also. I saw John Tavares in that Leafs documentary. He's a fucking dork. Same with Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner was so fucking weird in that. Austin Matthews is like the only guy I like on that team. And Morgan Riley. And David Kampf. I like Mac. I think Bertuzzi's going to leave. I think Domi's going to stay, but I like Domi, so I think if Domi stays, that'll be good. They don't have anybody that like sticks around ever because no one wants to play there. And I don't blame them. Like they could have had Hyman, Kadri. They could have had those guys. Look at Zach Hyman. And look at William Nylander this year. Like look at the Leafs compared to the Oilers. And Sheldon Keefe's gone. Even if they win out of the first round and they make it to the second round, I still think he's gone. Who coaches the Leafs next? Is it Joel Quenneville? Is it Craig Berube? If they get somebody like that, they're going to win. Because they're going to make Mitch Marner want to leave. And if Mitch Marner leaves, they'll probably... If one of those guys, like John Tavares, leaves, they're going to do better. Look at the Islanders. I still think the Islanders... If the Islanders played the Leafs, I think the Islanders would beat them. I think the Islanders are getting fucked by getting matched up against the Canes. Canes are way more stacked. If the Islanders played the Leafs, the Islanders would upset them. If you even want to call it upset them. Because who the fuck are the Leafs? They're a fucking nothing team. They don't get out of the first round. I don't care how fucking many studs are good during the regular season on that team. They don't win. They haven't. They don't. So like they're not a threat. Like Boston is going into the next game knowing they're gonna win. And if they don't win this game, they're gonna win the next game. Just like Colorado is fucking... Winnipeg's just like the Leafs. They have no intensity. No intensity from... At least Nashville... I thought Nashville... If Nashville played Winnipeg, I think Nashville would be winning because they're more intense. Vancouver's getting... This is why I love Vancouver because they play like... They did this in 2020 where they play this type of game where they just like... are passive as fuck, but end up like squeaking away with wins. Look what they did at Vegas. It's like the same shit. I don't know how long this is gonna last. Appreciate it while it's here, but that's the type of shit Toronto doesn't have. Like they don't have that playoff magic ever. Like, watch a Vancouver game, and it'll feel just as magical as Harry Potter or a Disney movie. I mean, look at that game yesterday. Like Toronto. I mean, Austin Matthews did that one game. Toronto or Vancouver's had like, I think the last game was kind of like that too, where they just played like a really good game, really good defensive game. Who else has that playoff magic? Yeah, Colorado does. You can feel it with them. They're just so good right now. Colorado. Vegas or Dallas should be scared of Colorado. I think Vegas is gonna be harder for Colorado to play. But if I was Dallas and I beat Vegas, good luck. Good luck. Yeah, so if the Canes win, there's no guarantee that they win until you win that last game. That's my opinion. Look at Boston last year. If the Canes win, they're going to play the Rangers. And that's going to be an ugly series. Hopefully. Hopefully it goes 7 games. Even if it's not Canes and Rangers, it's going to be Islanders and Rangers. And that's going to be, with Patrick Waugh as the coach, that's going to be insane. God, it's gotta be like intimidating to go to practice and that's your coach. I'd be shaking in my boots. I'd feel like a playoff game just going to practice, having that guy as your coach. You don't give a shit. Do good. That's what he wants. Yeah, we got Florida, Tampa today. That's got to be a nice travel for those people, for that team, for those teams. Florida to Florida. I was at a bar, and this girl was like, "Who's playing?" And I was like, "Florida versus Tampa." And she was like, "I thought Tampa was in Florida." I was like, "Yep." So, what are they gonna call? Where the fuck? I don't even know where the Florida Panthers are located exactly. Look, I think I want to say something, but I don't at the same time, so I don't want to sound like a dick. And have people point it out. I don't have commenters, so Sunrise, Florida. I think that's what I was gonna guess. I don't remember. Who cares? I haven't even been keeping time of this, so I don't even know when the hour's gonna be up. I wasn't paying attention when I pressed record. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce my writer of my podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Myers. Hello, everybody. I'm Tom Myers. You ever have a bing bong transplant? Bong hit transplant? Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to bong hit transplant. For those of you who don't know, I'll say bong hit transplant to people on the streets, IRL, and they'll be like, "What the hell is that?" It's a classic. Thank you for that classic. Okay. I keep stopping. I get self-conscious about what I say. Yeah. I really want to play some NHL 14. I really do. That's the best one. I would like to play 16 again, but I don't have the Xbox One. I remember 16 feeling really good, like good controls and stuff. I used to play that online. That was fun. And then I didn't play 17. I didn't play 18. I played 19, which was fun. I played 20. And then I stopped playing after that. I haven't bought one since 20, which is fine. I don't need to buy the new NHLs every time they come out. Shit's so expensive. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How dare you? Ladies and gentlemen, we're podcasting live from India today. The weather here is a cool 65 and breezy. The White Sox play the Orioles at 2 o'clock. And here's John Mayer. That's if I was a sick shock jock. That's how I would shock people, by doing straight clean radio. No funny stuff. No ifs, ands, or buts. We're here to talk about current events, the White Sox, the Cubs, the Bears, the Bulls, the Blackhawks. No, we don't talk about what's really going on out there. We don't talk about what's going on in Garfield Park. We don't talk about what's going on in Austin, or Back of the Yards, or Riverdale. Nope. We talk about all this other stuff. Let's keep it nice. We don't talk about 95th and Lafayette. We don't talk about what happens on the corner by Maxwell's. Absolutely not. Nope, not here. We just talk about the Hurricanes and how good Brent Burns is. We reference bong hit transplant and idolize Zach Hadel and do his funny voice. Do funny references. This is an impressionist podcast. You'll hear great impressions of Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, Rosie O'Donnell, Hillary Clinton, Robin Williams, Jim Gaffigan, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Gilbert Godfrey. Classics. I'm just promoting the product. I'm not actually gonna do them. Richard Kind. Do a great Richard Kind. We sell impressions for $3 via sharing audio file via Cash App. But it's all about being in touch with your inner stupidity and how to control it. That's what we want to help with. When I get hungry, I remember that there was a time in my life where I can go get tacos and it'd be good and I'd have tacos. But now where I live, I don't know where to get tacos. So I don't really eat tacos anymore. Now I live a life without Mexican food. Which, if you've ever done that, it's very depressing after a while. Imagine a life without tacos. If you would have said that to me before I moved here, I I would have been like, Cracker, you're out of your mind. But here I am. Here I am once again. Here I am, taco-less. That's a good song, right? Is that Kelly Clarkson or some other bitch? Who cares? I'm Kelly Clarkson. I am on Ozempic. I lost weight. I have a TV show that fucking menopause havers watch. Yeah, I said it. What are you gonna do? Cancel me? Go ahead. I'll start a podcast. You think I'm afraid of you? This is Kelly Clarkson talking to me when I'm gonna blackmail her. When I tell her I'm recording her, blackmail her. You think I'm afraid of you? Pulls out lightsaber. Force pushes me against the wall. You are the one who should be afraid of me. That's what she says, and then walks out of the room. That's what I imagine working for TMZ is like. It's a bunch of Sith Lords. Imagine Kim Kardashian practicing the Force with her lightsaber and lifting things up, doing her training on the Hollywood Hills. Avril Lavigne would be a Jedi. Kim Kardashian would be a Jedi, but everyone else in her family would be Sith Lords. Yeah, that's funny. Celebrity Star Wars. That's hilarious. That would honestly, like, they should just do that. Just make Star Wars, but just absolutely bumfuck it with celebrities. It'd be like Team America, but Star Wars. Imagine that. Team America, Star Wars, and it's made out of puppets. That'd be good. Remember, they could have done something like Spaceballs, but better. They probably still could. I miss those type of movies. Meet the Spartans. That movie's amazing. Superhero movie. Scary Movie 3. I have Scary Movie 4 on DVD right next to me. It's right here, actually. It's in my hand. I have the disc in my hand. Now I'm closing it. Yeah, I got a lot of movies. I got a lot of DVDs. I used to have even more. I think I already said this, but I lost them. I also lost some GameCube games. I lost Killer 7, which I rebought because I love that game. Killer 7, Resident Evil 4, Alien Hominid, which that one sucks that I lost. Monkey Ball 2, Goblin Commander. That was an expensive game. Yeah, my friend gave me the Alien Hominid one, so the fact that I lost it pissed me off. I think I lost something else. I can't remember, but I lost those games and I lost a ton of shit because I moved like 4 times one year. It was crazy. So, I'm just trying to settle in now. I'm still not settled in. I have a ton of shit. I have a ton of clothes in one box I still have not unpacked yet. I'd rather be a Tony Hawk's pro podcaster with Jason Ellis than unpack my shit. Jordan Peterson. You have to clean your room. Clean your room. Clean your bloody room. You're not gonna get out of this mess if you don't clean your room. Got that thick Canadian accent. That Sportsnet announcer accent. The whole Sportsnet, haha. I wonder if anyone listening to this is going to understand any references I make. If you do, you're a real one. You're a real fan. You're a good guy like that Basil. Basil's a good guy, I think. He's not annoying at all. Or mean. He's so nice to Manuel. I just wanted to reference Faulty Towers because I love that show. And I was watching it recently. It's one of those shows you don't watch all the time, you watch some of the time, and it's just amazing. It's Quentin Tarantino talking about some horseshit thing I don't want to watch. I wish I could be friends with Bruce Willis and Quentin Tarantino and talk about whatever the fuck. I wonder what it's like hanging out with Quentin Tarantino. I wonder if he just would give me the scoop on, yeah, so like Weinstein fucking, yeah, he fucking raped her. And we were at dinner and I swallowed my food and choke because he told me that. I wonder if that's what he talks about. And then I went on this island and oh my god, it was crazy. It's fucking nuts. I wonder if David Schwimmer talks about stuff. David Schwimmer's too cool to talk. He's like his character in Curb. Or he's way cooler than Larry, so he's just mean. I feel like I felt like Larry in that. I feel like I've had that done to me. I feel like everyone's had that done to them. Even David Schwimmer. David Schwimmer's cool dad probably did that to him. I don't even know who David Schwimmer's dad is. Is it David Hasselhoff? The Davids? Fuck. I keep forgetting to bring water here, so I'm just sitting out here like a lizard in the sun. Waiting to get fucking parched. Waiting to get unparched. Just sitting here like a lizard on a log. Like a raisin on a log. Aren't those things raisin logs or some shit? Ant logs or some shit where it's like, I was gonna say cucumber, but it's celery, cream cheese, and raisins. Shit sounds gay as fuck. Here's what you do. Celery, cream cheese, sprinkle some of those bacon bits. The Bacos, the crunchy ones. The BAC apostrophe N's. Sprinkle that on there. And then put some craisins on there instead of raisins. Because raisins are for children. Craisins are for adults. God, craisins are good. I should just eat cashews with craisins like all day. Should start eating that again. Made my fucking stool feel good. Made my turds fucking huge eating that. And I feel like my fucking 17-year-old dog wouldn't even try and take a shit. It's like squeezing out something. Squeezing out a little fucking cannonball. Little nugget. One of those things from Futurama called. I just watched that episode too. The little baby things that they eat. Not nibblers. N-I-B. I don't even know how to spell nibbler. But that sounded close to something else. So I thought I had to clarify. I have Deus Ex Human I keep wanting to say Human After All. Human Revolution on Xbox right next to me. I want to play that. But I haven't played it yet. I have WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 also. And I haven't played that. Whenever I play a game, I'm like, wow, this is fun. But I want to play NHL, so I always just put NHL back in. And I end up playing that. I did the longest game I've played lately that wasn't NHL was Dead Rising. And I got all the way up to the part where the military comes and you have to break out. I got all the way up to that part and I stopped playing because I was just playing that game all the time. I never got that far before. I've played that game a lot, but this is like the first time I ever like actually tried to beat it. When I just played as a kid and just like run around and kill zombies, kill Adam the Clown and Carlito, some of the other bosses. I could never beat the gun store guy, and I finally beat him. But I want to play that game again. I got a lot to play. I want to play that game, NHL, Simpsons. You know, the classics. I'm gonna play games I'm good at. I'm gonna play games I suck at. I want to play Brink. Remember Brink? Game sucked. So I was so excited for that game. It sucked so hard. If you played Brink, like, comment, subscribe. Comment what your character looked like in Brink. If you even fucking remember that. That game had some good idea. Like, I don't know. I like the design. I like the cover. I like the name. I like the logo. I like the cover. The trailer was really good. I like the designs of the characters. But the game was like half finished. I miss Xbox 360. That was such a good era of games. It was just like, it wasn't like a good era, but it was like, it's not the era now. Like, towards the end of the 360 era was when it was starting to become like the Xbox One era. I still don't even feel like we've left that era, the Xbox One era. I literally like couldn't tell you a difference between like the Xbox One and whatever the fuck's going on now with Xbox. The PS4 and PS5 probably have a way bigger difference, but even they're not like fucking so. It's not like the jump from PlayStation 2 to 360. I don't think. Like, it's not that fucking crazy different. The only difference I could think of, honestly, is the fucking sensitive triggers on the PS5. It's the only thing I could think of. Like, there's no games coming out the way they came out before. There's so many games coming out that has, like, cooler ideas. I want Bully 3 or Bully 2, Bully 3. Yeah, 'cause they made Bully 2. It was on the DS. I wish they made Bully on the DS. I think that'd be a good DS game. But how would you do that? Top down. Top down Bully game would be really good, like an RPG. Fuck, that'd be really good. See, why don't they make that? Why don't they make something like that? I want to make a hedge and ledge game like that. It's a top-down dog catcher high school simulator with mall shopping that gives you power-ups depending on what you buy from the mall. I miss that game, Surviving High School. I don't think I could enjoy it now, but I enjoyed it as a kid. It was like one of those text adventure games or whatever. I don't know if anyone's even played that, but you can listen to the soundtrack on YouTube. And I remember all the songs. I remember all those games. It probably sounds like Herbert the Pervert. just now. No, my iPod back in it had to be like 2010. Back in 2010, my iPod went nuts. I just had so many games that I will never play again. Yeah, 2010s are weird. They're fun. 2010s were fun until like the later end of it. Then the 2020s came, and it's like exactly what I hated about the 2010s times 10. It's everything bad about the 2010s just got amplified. It's gonna take us to like 2030 to go back to normal, I feel like. Hopefully. Hopefully we could start making shitty comedy movies that are made on a budget, like cheap budget again. Like where are the American Pies at? Where's my American Pie 2? Where's Fired Up? Like movies like that. Where's I don't know. Where's movies like that? That's what I want to know. There's no reason for me to go to a movie theater anymore. I'm the wrong demographic for that. I'm not me and my girlfriend didn't just start dating, so like we've gone on dates and stuff, and one of the places we don't like to go to on a date is a movie theater. Why the fuck would we want to do that when we could stay at home and watch a movie? Not what I mean. Not what I mean. Do whatever I want over here. I can't do. I gotta pay an arm and a leg at a movie theater. I can't fucking pause it. Get fucking bent, psycho. Imagine watching a hockey game at a movie theater. That would be cool. Because that's something you could talk through. But maybe not. They should do that for the playoffs. I could see them doing that in Chicago. I can't never see them doing that where I'm at. Ever. I could totally see people doing that in Chicago if the Blackhawks were in the Stanley Cup. They'd make money if you did that. I don't know how much money, but you would. I miss drive-ins. We had one of those in Chicago during 2020. There was a lot of them. They all just like sprouted up. And there was one by my house. And they were playing Clockwork Orange on Halloween. I wanted to go, but I didn't go. That's one of my big regrets in life. They should have kept that drive-in. It was such a good idea. I miss that thing. Miss Dukes. And the car shows. Those are cool. That shit's not around anymore. That old school shit that Chicago had, shit's going away. Or it's going to the suburbs. It's not in the city anymore. The city's fucking busted. Like, I don't want to be anywhere near that shit right now. I'll come back when the Blackhawks are good. That's when I wanted to. When I was in the city, the Blackhawks fucking sucked. So, like, I don't know. Like, the main shit I like to do when I go out is watch hockey. And drink, of course. But I love going out and watching hockey. Especially if your team you like is in it, that's fun. And I never really got to experience that as an adult because they fucking suck. I got to watch it a lot as a kid, which is good because I played as a kid. But I couldn't go out and party and shit when the Blackhawks were good. Even in 2015, I was too, like, still young to, like, go out and shit. I wasn't too old to go out and shit. I just didn't do it the right way. But it is what it is. The Blackhawks will be back. I will be here to celebrate it. They got one of the best players coming up. If not the best player coming up. He's going to be a fucking missile, man. That guy's so good. It's not his time yet. Like, when his time is to come, watch out, McDavid. Watch out, McKinnon. Watch out, Crosby. Watch out, Patty Kane. Watch out, Pavelski. Watch out, Doughty. These are the guys. No, it's gonna be a good time. And Chicago's gonna go off when they're back in the playoffs. And hopefully I can afford to go and somewhat be a part of it. Or I can have, if it really works out, I can have a house where I'm at and then a house back home in Chicago. And that way I can go home and do research for my books rather than have to use Google Maps and take pictures. So, just give me money and I could do that. No big deal. I'm not gonna, at my live shows, I'm not gonna put up a big fucking barcode with my pay me information on it. I'm actually gonna, try and sell you something you enjoy. I'm not gonna beg for fucking money. I've seen people do that. It's pathetic. Pathetic! Sell something. Be an adult. Provide goods and services. Right? Or do you want to be a fucking beggar? Like how I see a lot of quote unquote artists, musicians. I'm talking to you, dude. I'm talking to you. You know who you are if you do that. Sell something. That's what you're gonna have to do to get paid a lot of money. And if you're not in it for money, you're taking up space for people who wanna actually do this for a job. So get the fuck off the stage. If you're not taking it seriously enough to get paid for it, then why the fuck are you here? It's a self-expression. Yeah, well, you should care about all aspects of it. I care about that too. That comes first, obviously. What I don't understand about that shit is you should care about it as a whole. So you should care about getting paid for it because you deserve to get paid for it if you're good enough. You don't want to be ripped off for a lot of work you did. How is it fair that someone who's just anti-money gets to have the same, if not more, airtime than you and takes up your spot when you want to actually fucking make money and create a business out of it, but also make something that entertains people? Why should you be punished? Because you actually want to make a career out of it, versus somebody who just wants to be fun and a hippie about things. I don't need that in my life. I want real deal motherfuckers to work with. Professionals. I want to be a professional, so I want to work with professionals. I don't want to work with enthusiasts. That's just me, though. Am I wrong? Who knows? Who cares? Like I said, you can always quit this shit anytime and get a normal. I can go fucking. Anyone can go get a normal job. Not me, perhaps, because maybe don't want a normal job. But anyone can do a normal job and make more money at it than trying to be one of these art people. That's always an option. If you fail, you fail. There's always restaurants and sales jobs that'll take you with open hands. You can make plenty of money and have a family and forget that any of this shit happened. Just like when you play sports, you can retire, get a normal job, forget any of this shit happened. politician, retire, have a lot of money, go golf, pretend nothing has happened. Pretend none of this shit happened. I'll probably do the same thing one day, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready to do that yet. I have a playoff game to worry about. Playoff game, quote unquote. It is a playoff game, so I don't know why I'm doing that. I want to win. I want to win the beer league bucket. I'm gonna raise it with my separated, fucked up shoulder. It's not separate. I had like a fracture or something in the X-ray. I'm waiting to get an MRI on it. Still have to wait. I probably went longer than an hour on this. I don't even know. But I'm probably gonna take a nap, eat another bagel, drink some water, watch Married with Children. You know, typical Monday afternoon activities. Alrighty.